G'day guys and welcome back. As you all know by now, I am a glutton for punishment. So this week, we're going to return to an old favourite of mine, Multi Tom Tom. This week, he's going to tell us a bunch of things that probably won't make much sense, but will be fun to pick apart anyway. Enjoy.
The truth has always been dangerous.
Has it though? I don't recall anyone ever going to prison for using the truth as a deadly weapon.
To those liars and Satanists.
Oh, so the truth can only be used against liars and Satanists. Interesting.
Who rule this world.
No one rules this world. Most governments can barely rule their own countries.
It's also dangerous to those who are deceived.
The truth is dangerous to those that are deceived. I mean, in a way, I guess it can be. If a person discovers their worldview is wrong, they might be inclined to self-harm or something.
They will fight to protect the lie.
Well, not exactly. They fight to protect what they believe in. To them, it isn't a lie. You are confusing the truth with facts, which we'll no doubt be covering a lot in this video.
Because they don't know what the real truth is.
See?
They are being mind-controlled, and they don't even realize it.
Who is? The deceived? The liars? The Satanists? Or all three?
Billions of people all over the globe believe this is reality.
Billions of people believe the truth is dangerous and that the world is run by Satanists? What?
They believe that they live on a spinning basketball earth in the vacuum of endless space.
Oh, we're on to a new topic now. Okay. You need to learn better transitioning. Yes, billions of people have seen all the evidence and all the facts that prove undeniably that the Earth is a globe. However, not a single one of them thinks that the Earth is in any way a basketball. I also don't see what this has to do with Satan and your intro.
The idea itself is ludicrous when you really scrutinize it.
Oh, this ought to be good. Please enlighten us to how exactly it is ludicrous.
The globe is illogical and impractical.
How so?
Nothing works on it.
It seems to work just fine for the overwhelming majority of people. Maybe your simulation is bugged. Have you tried calling tech support and told them you have a 1D10T issue?
Except if you use pseudoscience, fantasy, and science fiction.
Really? These are some pretty wild claims. I sure do hope you have some evidence to back all this up. For the record, God did it, and it's in the Bible, are not any form of evidence.
When you come to the realization that you've been lied to for centuries.
I may be old, but I'm not bloody centuries old.
It's quite a shock. It will change your life.
Still waiting for this life-changing evidence.
When you know that the earth is a created realm, motionless and...
No, I didn't edit this pause to be longer.
Contained. It is as if you have been given a new pair of eyes to see the real world.
Awesome. I've been looking to upgrade from the trusty Mark 1 eyeball. Smack us with this knowledge already.
Reminds me of that documentary, They Live, where when you put on the sunglasses, you see the real world as it is, and the people who control our world.
I'm sorry, did you just say the documentary They Live?
That documentary, They Live.
Huh, you did. You are referring to the 1988 John Carpenter film. While it isn't one of Carpenter's best films, it is certainly not a documentary.
It's uncanny that people who find the truth all think alike.
Yeah, there sure are a lot of stupid people out there.
They also recognize the fakery that has been perpetrated by powerful organizations and their governments.
Still waiting for that proof. I'd like to add that movies are also not evidence.
Flat earthers seem to cut through the bullshit and know that even events such as the JFK assassination, the moon landings, 9/11, etc., 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 were complete hoaxes.
Ah, yes, of course. Flat earthers are known to be rational folks that don't get sucked in by every single conspiracy that there is. They certainly wouldn't make a documentary, an actual documentary, called Behind the Curve, that debunks their own claims multiple times. Here's a couple.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
If the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. One of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000. But what we found is when we turned on that gyroscope, we found that we were picking up a drift, a 15 degree per hour drift.
Yes, you heard that correctly. A flat earther spent $20,000 just to prove themselves wrong. Ouch!
That will fool the entire world. It is as if the flat earthers have been given a higher state of consciousness.
Right. I see how you could think that. Now, if you'd only be so kind as to provide some proof for all of this, which you still haven't done.
Their minds have evolved to another level.
You could have made some sort of level joke in there somewhere. Don't most flat earthers think that evolution is also a lie? What would this new evolution be called? Homo sapiens stupidus? Homo flatatus? It could also be, hell, I'll just go out on a limb here. It could also be that a mere handful of flat earthers are, wrong.
Believe it or not, throughout history, the controllers have always moved quickly to quell any uprising in the truth movement. They suppress it very quickly before it even begins.
Let's assume you are correct, and this they you refer to does suppress the truth. Then why does your channel and any other flat earther and conspiracy theorists channel exist? Wouldn't they have shut you down?
They know that there are people who cannot be controlled.
Now, this might surprise you, but I am no Illuminati or NASA shill. But if there was some sort of controller in control of everything and had to silence truthers, then those that couldn't be controlled would be silenced. Silenced as in dead.
They know that there are people who cannot be deceived.
They're not very good controllers then, are they? Almost like there is no one in control at all.
Although the numbers may be very small. But the danger is that if the truth is allowed to grow, it will gain momentum and engulf the whole world.
Well, we needn't worry about that since you haven't provided a single shred of evidence or proof that what you are saying is in any way factual or based in reality.
Of course, if this happens, then the satanic regimes all over the globe will topple.
I don't know why you keep referring to Satan and Satan worshipping. Satan isn't even the most powerful demon in that mythos. That title goes to Lucifer. Satan is third on the list, behind Beelzebub. I don't even believe in any of that crap, and I know more about it than you do. Although, with your limited knowledge about anything, that's not so hard.
If the globe is flattened, then we will all live in a completely different world.
No shit, but the world isn't flat, and you need to come to terms with the fact that you're not special in any way. You don't have any secret knowledge about the workings of the planet. I'd be surprised if you had the knowledge to tie shoelaces.
A world where reality rules and fantasy and science fiction are relegated to our TV screens and movie theaters.
This coming from the guy that claimed They Live is a documentary.
A man in the street will never ever be heard. Even if you climb to the highest rooftop and shout, people would just walk by.
Being higher up doesn't make your voice louder. In fact, the opposite would occur since the sound waves would have further to travel and dissipate. Staying on the street level would be the better option though. An even better option is to just let people go about their day and not bother them with your bogus claims. I'm still waiting for the evidence, and with just over a minute to go, I don't think I'm going to get it.
These few people who know the truth recognize that governments control all media, including social media.
Which government controls social media? Sure, if you said that in China or North Korea, you'd be correct. But you're implying that all social media is controlled by a single government. Which one?
Today, we all live in a totalitarian police state.
There are only two countries in the world that are even considered totalitarian: Eritrea and North Korea. Where are you getting your information from? And when will you provide the evidence to back your claims?
People in power are selected, not elected.
Again, with another outrageous claim you're not going to back up.
Government officials are public servants. They're supposed to serve the common folk. They're supposed to represent the man on the street.
I don't think you understand how politics works at all.
Instead, they have taken power and abusing it. They give orders. The governments of the world are tyrants. They're supposed to listen to the people. Instead, they tell the people what to do. As soon as the flat earth truth gained momentum, they got together and suppressed it and closed it down.
Yet, here you are, totally suppressed, ruining your own argument. There are also a lot of other truthers on YouTube and other platforms that are totally shut down as well. I feel like calling you a moron at this point would be insulting to all the morons out there.
There is no true democracy left in this world.
Only 17 seconds left. I can do this.
We live in a slave economy where we depend on our slave masters. Today, the truth is very dangerous.
You have provided zero proof of this over the last... Oh God, it's only been 5.5 minutes.
And they will shut it down.
Oh God, I wish they would shut it down. Wait, what am I saying? If they shut it down, then I won't have any content to make fun of. NASA person watching this, please don't shut down flat earths. We need them. Of course, there is no NASA person watching this. Unless you're a NASA employee. In that case, hi, join the Discord server so I can pick your brain. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed Multi's lack of evidence, as always. I really don't know why I expect him to provide it. As always, a special thank you to Purple Haze and Pyramid Head for their support over on Patreon, as well as to all the other patrons. To you, dear viewer, I am truly sorry about the palm shapes on your face after this, but let it be a lesson. Never make a claim you can't back up. Until next time, friends, remember, don't be a dick.